Well, it's time for the Halloween special.
Oh yeah, he's back.
But sadly, I wasn't able to really review the game, mostly cause it's Resident Evil Umbrella Corps, and in 2024 there's no one online to play with, so I couldn't review 50% of the game.
And what was the point?
I don't know why you guys wanted me to review this 8-year-old dead game for Halloween, but here we are. Maybe I shouldn't do polls anymore.
Who wants to abolish democracy forever? Show of hands.
So anyways, might as well get this anticlimactic, half-baked review over with. This is Resident Evil Umbrella Corps, developed by Capcom and published by Capcom back in the year 2016. The same year, the world turned into the movie Idiocracy.
He tried taking water from toilets.
So yeah, this was voted for the Halloween special over the likes of Yakuza Dead Souls for PlayStation 3, Goosebumps Horrorland for the PlayStation 2, and Zombie for PC.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Yeah, I don't understand the polls. Then again, that is pretty accurate to the real world.
Critical? Oh.
Well, happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween!
Hope it was decent for you and that you maybe got some candy or even a booty call if you're at an adult Halloween party. Just make sure to use a rubber with the bee girl. So, onto the concept of Umbrella Corps.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I know, let's just get this over with so we can, probably not though, find a good game to review instead.
A boy can dream.
So what kind of game is Umbrella Corps? Well, to simply put, this is Capcom's attempt to cash in on the live service craze that started around 2015/2016 with Overwatch and whatnot. They basically tried to make another Counter-Strike we have at home in Unity. Yeah, Unity, the infamously shit engine that could only put out low-quality games and try to con any developers that use it. Don't think we'll ever forget that one, Unity.
Absolutely. Yep.
But instead of making a good live service PvP game with tacked on single player, they made a terrible failed live service game with tacked on single player.
Yep.
The game is broken into two modes, Deadly Experiment for single player and Online for multiplayer. As such, we'll cover the single player first, as well as the game's controls and mechanics.
Change the channel, Marge.
So it's time for the controls.
Oh god, please don't let this be happening.
Yeah, I know, this is your favorite part of the video, alongside the music section.
That was sarcasm.
Umbrella Corps controls like a standard modern third-person shooter, WASD for movement, 1, 2, and 3 for weapons, G for grenade, V for melee, C to crouch and stand, hold C to go prone, Shift for sprint, and mouse to look / iron sight and shoot / attack. That's the gist of it anyways.
Move on already!
Third-person shooters on keyboard and mouse never felt natural. This was always where controllers shined, alongside racing, fighting, and platforming games. Otherwise, simulation RPGs, RTSs, and first-person shooters, the keyboard and mouse is supreme.
Can't argue with that.
So let's move on to the combat. We'll break up the combat section into categories: movement, melee, sidearm, grenade, cover, and of course, primary firearm. The movement is very floaty. Just imagine running on ice, but you actually stop the moment you stop moving. It's that kind of slippery, sliding-like feel to it. It's hard to put into words, really. You can probably tell just by looking at the game. It doesn't move in a natural fashion you're used to in games, let alone in reality.
Spider-Man! Spider-Man! Here comes Peter on the clothesline, but his name's not Peter, it is Spider-Man! Spider-Man! Come on, Lois, let's get busy. Maybe in the garden right here. Spider-Man! Spider-Man! Touch my can with your hand, Spider-Man!
So as you run around, crouch around, and lay around, you slide everywhere with ease, never having any sort of friction. Nothing feels natural at all.
Sample obtained.
One neat thing about movement, however, is you can scale the walls like a monkey on PCP. Melee is a clunky mess as you have to use the V button, but you can also switch to the melee weapon with 3, but once you do, you will slow strong attack with your attack button instead of a fast attack with the V button. To simply put, the melee is counterintuitive. You use it to save on ammo, but if you do, melee zombies, they can get 1 to 2 hits on you. If you get hit 3 times within a short period, you die.
Shit the fuck!
Why did that zombie look like it was eating the other zombie's ass? Anyways, but when you can make melee work, it's best to do so as it's an instant kill for all zombies you hit. Meanwhile, a gun may take several rounds to kill a single zombie with several headshots.
What's he doing?
Now, hopefully that song is stuck in your head, as it has been stuck in mine for the past several days during the production of this review.
Fuck you!
Anyways, I even encountered issues where the game tells me to stomp on a zombie, but there was no more zombie. It already exploded.
It's raw. Raw. Fucking raw.
Sample obtained.
He's already dead.
Why do zombies explode? Anyways, also sometimes when you stomp a zombie or melee a zombie that's on the ground, there's a delay before it explodes.
There it is.
Excuse me, what?
Again, why the fuck are they exploding? Sidearms are your usual handguns and revolvers. I only got to use the standard handgun and the samurai edge. It doesn't matter as the guns feel awful. The shooting mechanics are so dated. It kind of feels like it came out of an early first-person shooter that was designed for the Atari 2600 instead of an 8th generation game.
Sample obtained.
It's hard to put it into words. It just feels like ass.
Ass!
Not like I would know what ass feels like, but
your ass.
Like I said earlier, the gunshots can take 2 or more rounds to kill a zombie no matter the gun, which is irritating as it leaves you open to attacks. As you want to get a better precise shot, you have to zoom in awkwardly as the camera is very bad. Why is the camera so bad in third person? I mean, it's worse than Resident Evil 4 or 5 with its placement.
Makes sense? You hear me? Shut up!
This is just the worst third person shooter camera I have ever dealt with.
Boom, headshot! Boom, headshot! Boom, headshot!
Grenades are the worst thing ever. Like, seriously, Samsung phones are more deadly than these things. I only ever used them a couple of times because you only get 1 per level, and it barely can even kill a single zombie. Covers there's a cover system, and it's kind of always displayed on screen telling you, hey bitch, you can use cover. All those lines and squares with input to cover button never going away is where you can duck. This has 0 use outside of multiplayer, since zombies don't register stealth and cover based shooting like it's freaking Gears of War or something. I never used it, so I have no gameplay footage. So, moving on to the primary firearms now.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Primary firearms consist of things like assault rifles, SMGs, shotguns, and more, but I only ever got to use the SMG and the worst shotgun ever invented. Oh my god, this is something that Civ 11 would bitch about. Gunplay just feels so nothingness. It's literally nothingness. There's no recoil, no impact, no feedback, no satisfaction for shooting the guns.
This one's mine.
Especially the shotgun, which is supposed to be the best gun of them all in the zombie game. How do you fuck up the shotgun? What is this? The Land of the Dead Road of Fiddler's Green? Yeah, the shotgun is the worst firearm in the entire game, which says something. How do you fuck up a shotgun? It's a fucking shotgun. Oh god, it's Half-Life 2 all over again. So, what is available for single player? A campaign? No. An online training mode with bots akin to Unreal Tournament? No. Then what do you get if you can't play online or don't like PvP?
You get nothing! You lose! Good day, sir!
Yeah, for single player, all you have is Deadly Experiment, where you have to collect virus samples from randomly spawned zombies in the same Umbrella lab map over and 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 over bend over, bend over, bend over and bend over and over again.
Fuck that!
I only made it to the 5th level before I just gave up on the single player. It's the repetition and lack of substance made me more bored and tired than a trip to the DMV.
Now that's a good one. That's a really good one.
So let's move on to the online instead and see if we can find a match and explore the other 50% of the game. Oh boy, I'm so looking forward to play online. Yeah, Umbrella Corps online with random strangers. This is gonna be the best shit ever.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Sadly, the online is entirely dead. After sitting around for a few hours and no one joining any match I had set up, let alone wasn't able to join any ongoing matches or join a lobby with others, this meant I wasn't able to experience over 50% of the game. I bought the deluxe edition to customize character to look like the iconic characters such as Leon, Wesker, Chris, and Hunk.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted the unique weapons like the Matilda as a Resident Evil 2, and not the shipmake, fan. But there's nothing you can do but sit in a dead lobby, questioning your life choices as to why you bought the so-called worst Resident Evil game. Which isn't the case, as we all know Resident Evil 6 is way worse. At least this game doesn't have a Michael Bay fetish with quick time events and explosions every other fucking second. There's no option to play solo with the zombies and other enemies in the map. You know, you can't just jump into the map and run around waiting for people to join in. There's no bot support either. It's not Unreal Tournament in that regard, which is a major missed opportunity for Capcom. But then again, programming a good Resident Evil game, let alone bots, is near impossible for Capcom these days.
Based.
As such, I can't really talk much about the game. Like the progression system, as you play and level up, you can unlock new weapons and skins, but I cannot do this since the online is dead. Had I been able to play online and level up, I'd unlock new helmets, masks, backpacks, shoulder guards, sidearms, grenades, melee weapons, color swatches, and new primary firearms. It's just not possible to get people to play. Heck, there's not even a bunch of hackers ruining the online like Call of Duty suffers from after only a few days of being out. So if you want to play this game, you're going to need to find a bunch of random people to play with.
Oh, if only it were that easy, Marge.
The music is generic beeps and boops. Like what a boomer describes today's generation music as. Seriously, the music is generic and nothing special. For a series with iconic music, you'd expect some standout tracks. You know, because the first game had the main hall. The second game had great music for William Birkin. Resident Evil 3 had the Nemesis theme.
Stars.
But there's nothing here. The entire game is just hippity hop beep bop boop slop.
Back in my day, TV stars couldn't say booby.
At least there's a decent amount of options within the settings. We can alter the graphics and button layout, plus some other stuff. Sadly, the game can't be made to look any better than it already does, as it's at max graphics. The game still looks like a late PlayStation 2 game at best, and an early PlayStation 3 game at worst.
What happened to the
There it is.
how does this happen? Like, there's no way, right? I mean, there's got to be like, where do they have the graphics all the way down? Like, I don't even, like, this is so bad, I don't even believe it. Like, there's no way, right? How the fuck did this happen?
There it is. There it is.
No way!
Oh, but it gets real fun with the load times. Why are the load times so bad? I have a Ryzen 5 and an SSD. How is a 2016 game this bad with load times? Did Bethesda help co-produce this?
Yes, get over it!
Get on with it!
Finally! Yeah!
The last thing to talk about within the game is there's maps from various other games of the series, yet I wasn't able to experience them since they're multiplayer only. What a waste, as I wanted to see the Raccoon Police Department, Raccoon City, and Spencer Mansion maps. But instead, all I got was a lobby with nothing in it. Who the fuck was that? But if you buy the deluxe DLC or edition of the game, you get at least some exclusive content such as the head of Leon, Chris, Hunk, Wesker, and a few others no one cares about.
It's funny because it's true.
You also get exclusive cosmetics and weapons, the best of which is the Matilda from Resident Evil 2 and not the shipmake. But that's the most I was able to see, plus I couldn't play with these weapons and cosmetics as they're multiplayer exclusive. What a waste. The entire game is a waste. Capcom, just take it off the store shelves already and shut down the servers. This is just a scam.
Oh, it's true, it's true!
At the end of the day, Resident Evil Umbrella Corps is a total scam garbage game with zero redeemable factors. I went in with an open mind and wanted to see if it's truly up there with Resident Evil 6, 7, 8, Mercenaries 3D, Revelations 1 and 2, Gaiden, Re2 Shipmake, Re3 Shipmake, and Re4 Shipmake.
Really?
Figuratively.
I never really played this game until now during the making of this review. It looked terrible with the FOV and movement just sliding all over the place, plus the gunplay looked worse than anything on Dreamcast and PlayStation 1. But still, you don't really know if a game is bad till you play it yourself and experience the trauma firsthand.
You know, I don't want to be here. I'm going to go somewhere else.
So yes, Umbrella Corps is an easy thumbs down 1-star game that belongs on the ever-growing list on my channel of the worst games of all time that I've played and reviewed. The only pro I can even remotely think of is the fan service with the cosmetic and maps. But outside of that, everything else is a con.
Why, God?
So happy Halloween and enjoy your cavities and type 2 diabetes, everyone. That's what the holiday is all about. Be sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new around here.
How about no?
This was probably one of my easiest reviews to put together ever, mostly because half of the game is unplayable, kind of a waste of time when you think about it.
Bigger waste of time than that.
But that's democracy for you. I'll figure out the Thanksgiving and Christmas specials in due time, thinking of redoing an old review to be more on par with my 2024 ones. And the Christmas review might be a cult classic game.
What? Tell us.
Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later.
That whole experience sure did suck. Yeah, I'm sure glad that's over with. What's he doing?